We are family. Come on over to the source and see. Hey! We are family. I got all my supporters with me. Hey! We are family. Forever the source, that's unity.
Aloha! Welcome. What's happening, bro?
Oh my God. I love that intro, man. Like
It's fun.
it's so you.
It's so fun. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Just put a slideshow together, and one of our awesome supporters on here, Poetic Tears, makes these songs.
Oh,
You
right
know,
on.
so it's really cool to to get these awesome songs about you and your channel and your community and all that sort of stuff. So
It's great. It's
yes,
great.
thank you, thank you.
Good to see you, man.
So welcome. Good to see you too. I mean, I just saw you usually like every couple days I'm delivering the local produce to where you
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
So, you know, yeah,
I love
yeah,
it.
yeah. So welcome in everybody. Today, 5 questions with the source. Special guest, Dr. Eman'on F. Wanderer, founder of the UBU and Men Heal. Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
sir. You be you. You be
Oh, he's
you.
got the
You,
merch. He's
you,
got the
you,
merch.
you, you,
You,
you,
be you.
you, you.
That's what I'm talking about. I can get behind that message.
It is, man. I'll talk more
Yes.
about it, but that's the spirit of it. It's this whole like
Yes.
collegiate school spirit, man, of celebrating self mastery and learning about yourself. Oh man, it's legit.
We're about to get all this in a 2-hour
Oh,
segment right here.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, snap. All right. So, welcome in, everybody. Timmy does everything's been in here, chatting away. Thanks for being here, Timmy. Thanks for your support. And then we got in the chat, Jaden Suh is in the building. New Times, New Beginnings in the house. Brooklyn Beauty TV. Ace FLA1. Welcome in, everybody. We got a special show today for y'all. So welcome, welcome.
All right,
Today,
bye.
first off, the today's today is Tracy's Local Learnings Day with our support spin wheel. Our winner for today is Tracy's Local Learnings. So everybody is encouraged to support Tracy's Local Learnings channel and content today. We don't have any guests scheduled upcoming. So next
Mm.
Saturday, if you're interested in being on 5 questions with the source, reach out to me via my email, which is listed at the bottom of my channel description on YouTube here. And we've got April open as well. If not, I'll take a little break and I'll do something a little different. I'll always utilize the time. So, all right. So, what we've got today with the 5 questions, the flow of the show, we're going to we're going to tour Eman'on's channel. We're going to read his bio, his channel description. We've got some pictures he sent our way of his life, his journey. So we're going to share those. And
What do
then
I
that's going
do
to be
during that time?
you you get to
What am I
you get
doing
to
during
tell
that
us.
time?
You get to tell us what's going on with the picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't
No, it's
know because
gonna
I
be
was like, it'd be awkward.
like,
Everyone talking about
yeah.
me right in front of me. I'm like,
I'm like, okay, look at this picture right here. Look at this guy. What is going on? Come on, let's
oh,
figure out what's happening in this picture now.
right, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome
Yes,
in.
sir.
Welcome in. Anfield Road is in the building. Ellen Smile is in the house. Welcome in. Ellen Smile. I was on my Facebook yesterday, and there's a picture of me on this day, like I don't know how many years ago it's been now, probably 15 years ago or something. Or no, more than no, it's been about probably 10 years ago when I was in a car accident, and it's got a picture of me on yesterday on this day on Facebook with my leg with the stitches.
Mm.
She just came out of a knee replacement, so it looked like I had my own little knee replacement with the stitches in my leg. So I was just on. I thought of Ellen. I thought I should send her this picture of me with my leg all stitched up and everything. Like
Yeah,
whatever. We're
man.
comparing stitches, I guess now in our old age. No.
That happens. It's like trading war stories. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
trading war stories. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Did you ever get any of those in your football career or anything? Any big
You
injuries?
know, that's a great question, and I tell everybody it's so crazy. I played football, started at age 7, and
Mm,
went all the way, professionally overseas till I was like 24. I've never, and I repeat, never had a major injury outside of an ankle sprain or, I mean, I had a concussion, but I guess that's a major. But
right.
my point is, I've never had surgery because of football. The reason I
Mm,
had surgery on my Achilles tendon in
yes.
2008 was because I used to work in Stockton, California, which is where I'm
Mm,
from, but I
okay.
used to work at a youth center.
Mm,
And one day we're just playing basketball in the gym, and I kid you not, man, I'm walking off the court because I'm older and I'm tired, so I'm gonna go have a seat. And
yeah.
I swear it felt like somebody threw a ball at my Achilles, at my
Uh,
foot. So I
yeah.
said, hey man, hey, you guys be careful, be safe out here, don't throw a ball. And when
Yeah.
it turned out, they were like, what are you talking about? And I looked at my foot and it was a flip-flop, and I had
Oh,
I
no.
had torn my Achilles tendon, bro, and I had no
Oh,
idea. And I drove to the hospital.
oh shoot.
they're like, how'd you get here? I was like, I
How'd you get
drove.
here?
I
What?
don't know how. I don't know. I wasn't supposed to, but yeah, that's the only
Wow.
time I had surgery. Yep.
Wow. Okay. All right. All right. I broke the smallest bone in the human body. Playing well in baseball. I was running. I was
Uh
tagging second base. I was tagging to. It was a deep fly ball to right field, and I was tagging at second base because I was going to run to third base after he caught it. And
huh.
and I tag and I start running to third base, and he threw that ball so perfect to the third baseman, and the
Yeah.
third baseman caught it right in front of me, and I'm running straight at him, and I'm like, can't go down. He's gonna tag me. So I go up, and I jump up, and he catches me up high, and I just twist and come down on the little tiny bone there in the wrist, and um,
Wow. I did
I
not know
know,
that was the
crazy.
tiniest bone.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they told me.
Wow.
But yeah, I've had a
Yeah.
couple odd injuries, a skiing, going off a big mogul and flying up in the air and landing on the same wrist,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
and bowling like the oil on the approach, and I'm going for like a big split, so I'm trying to get really far down the left side and swinging across the right, and
Ah.
I slide on the oil right into the gutter, which is a protrusion
Mm,
metal gutter sticking out. They shouldn't
mm.
have had it like that for kids like bowling, like a sharp metal sticking out, and it went right into my knee.
Ah!
I was like, oh,
Oh my God.
I feel like I've been shot.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Oh. Oh.
So,
Oof.
yeah, people
Gives
didn't
me
know they were
chills.
gonna come into this experience here when they came to our show today.
Right. Yeah. So for anyone
Welcome.
else who can top our injuries, go
Yeah,
ahead
top
and
our
put it in the
injuries.
chat.
Drop them in the chat if you could top our injuries. Yeah. Welcome in Okies Eden. Welcome in Luciana Success Systems. Mental Raccoon Glasses in the building. Welcome in everybody. We got a great show for y'all today. All right, so let's go ahead and head over to your channel here and get your bio up on the screen. And let's see. So first off, uh,
Oh,
new
look at
channel.
me. Yes.
New channel, new YouTuber family.
Mm,
But you upgraded your channel big time this past week. I'm really
yeah.
impressed. I'm
I
really
am
impressed.
too.
I love it. I love it.
I
It's all
actually
professional.
gained 3 new followers because I was at
Yeah, you did.
280. And
Yep.
since I did all this remixing after watching a couple of your interviews and seeing just the flow of
Right.
everything, I was like, you know what? Let me get my ish together too then.
I like it. I like it a
So
lot.
yeah.
A lot. I love it. I love it. So yeah, so 283 subscribers, going on 60 videos, y'all. And master your mind, deconstruct your ego. Let's go ahead over to your description here. The channel was created back a while back, but you really
Mm,
are, I feel like you're
right.
really starting like this past week or two, you've really just been like going full on. So
Yeah,
I feel it.
man. Yeah.
I feel it. I feel it. So almost 10,000 views, y'all. And some links he's shared. And let me read the description first. So it says here on this channel description, Tired of fighting your own mind? Welcome to the home of self-mastery. I'm Dr. Eman'on F. Wanderer, PhD and RBT. What's RBT real quick?
It's a registered behavioral technician.
Okay.
And so what that is it's individuals who work with individuals with disabilities and developmental disabilities and things like that. So RBT is like
Cool.
the entry level. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we'll talk about that more. So you got 20 years of experience in that field. So we're going to talk about that for sure. So it says here, I help men and leaders who are exhausted from the daily grind, burnout, fatherhood, and past trauma. We don't talk motivation. We use behavioral science and spirituality to deconstruct the ego. Be me, GED. We're going to talk about that. Whether you're a Gen X leader or a young man finding your footing, this channel provides the blueprint to stop surviving and become a visionary. And you've got your schedule, your content schedule there, really cool. Sunday, Pure Awareness is live, channel messages and spiritual grounding. Wednesdays, you got Daddy Diaries, vlog style videos, navigating fatherhood and daily life. Stop being at war with yourself. Subscribe and join the UBU community. And of course, all those wonderful links there. And then on this next page here, all of the links as well to check out his website, course, podcast, website. And there's a book there, or multiple books, I think, right?
Yeah.
Books?
I've published 4 books right now, and I got a couple of more. Yeah, man. A lot.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll get into all that. But yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So that's a little bit of that. And then we've got, let's see, I'm going to do the quick tour first, and then we'll go over to your pictures after that. So
Right on.
So we do the popular, we got shorts, long form, live streams, podcasts, playlists, and posts. We're going to show all those. So this is just a quick glimpse, like shorts, shorts. You can have different opinions about shorts, but when you're a new channel, there's nothing like it. I don't think like shorts. I'm looking at your channel right now, and I see like 5 different shorts content areas that you could really just take off like right here by looking at this. Like,
well, help me, brother, help me.
Because I've watched a lot of your because you did radio here in Maui. You had your own podcast here, which I feel like you can continue that. You got the headphones and everything. You might as well just continue. You don't need a radio station. You don't need to be doing all that. Just do it. Just do your podcast. And then just like being you, regular content, like that's the authentic. That's what people are looking for. The second one right there, Girl Scout cookies. The dude likes the Girl Scout. I like the Girl.
Bro,
it takes me back too. I like the mint ones and the peanut butter. Ones,
okay. So you like to kind of explore. I'm just a simple. Give me that doggone. That's the regular one. The regular the butter cookie, bro. Just like the original.
Nice.
The blue box.
But that's just like being you, regular content. Yeah. There's definitely a space for that on here. And then your motivational, inspirational, philosophical, like that's going to be your thing for sure. You're always going to have that. And then just the animals, kitty cats, any cute animals, you get thousands of views. Just do it. Just
kitty.
That's your cat at home right now, or
no? She was just real quick. She was a foster. We took her in for 2 months as a baby, and we can't have animals here in our place, so but they allowed us to foster her until she got adopted, and she did get adopted a few weeks ago. But man, I tell you, I got so many videos of this terrorizer is what my wife calls her.
share those. I still got footage from where I used to live. We have a pig over there. The pig that's right. And let me show. The pig is
Harley, right?
Harley, yeah. And the painting right there.
Yeah, Harley. Nice.
Yep. So yeah, Harley, because you actually were over there. That's right.
I was over there.
You were over there.
I don't want to talk about that.
No, okay, we don't need to talk about that. But let's go. But each relationship, there is a lot of value, and you wrote that book during that relationship, so
I
you know.
did. Yep. Yep.
All right. And then just the one in the bottom middle, just the beach, the nature. People want to see this.
Yeah.
You might get there faster than I could get there. Like I've shared some of Maui, but there's so for y'all that don't know, Eman'on's in Maui like I am as well.
Mm.
So you might be able to get to some of that nature faster than I can, and people just they'll eat it up. They'll just eat it up.
I'm like 30 feet from. I'm looking at the ocean right now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then of course, yeah, that's just I see it right there. You were wading in the water in that one right there. Let's dance. People want that like electricity. They want to see us a real human being. Like,
Yeah.
I saw you jamming at the beach in the one video, Beach Dreams, and you're jamming, you're singing, you're hanging out with the tribe, and it's cool. It's perfect. So yeah.
I wish I'd have known that was cool growing up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So,
I didn't know being myself would be cool.
Oh, well, of course. No, you're a cool dude. And of course, you're blessed with a good look too, as your lovely lady over there. Your lovely lady says, I saw the notes and such. She sends her love and Stuya with the notes. But no, you got a good look. So, but we've got to utilize that. Like God gifts us with something. We can't just hide away and shy away. We've got to be like, all right, certain people actually like this look. Cool. Let's go ahead and be ourselves and share what we have to share from our life, our journey, our experiences. And there's people out there that are really waiting,
looking for that,
needing it really. So yeah.
Yeah, that's powerful. That's powerful what you just said.
I know. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So, all right. So we're going to continue on the videos page. It's all new content, new channel. I do like your morning mantras. Those are really cool, beautiful beach as well, and I like those a lot. I'm a big affirmations and mantras and all that sort of thing too. So.
And the thing with these earlier video, like a year ago, like this is when I was doing the radio show, right? But at that time, like, and still today, I'm still learning how to even like live online. But what I did know is that keep getting the content and put it up there, and then I'll work on descriptions and tags and how to like really put it out there later, because I know this thing, it's always changing. So
and the thing is with that is when you upload a piece of content, put it as unlisted. I like unlisted. I like unlisted the best, because what you can do is you put it as unlisted first. So you can start putting all your content up there and just unlist all of them. And then when you have time, because then you could be the producer, and when you have time, you go and you develop out the title, you develop out the description, you develop out
good point.
The hashtags, you put those in there. You do your thumbnail work, and sometimes they even do those little chapters. Like those are really powerful on Google on searches. If you could do the chapters, if you have time to do it,
like timestamps, like the
timestamps throughout. Yep, the chapters, timestamps. They're really powerful. I don't give enough time to all of this, but I do just enough attention to all of this. But unlisted allows you to then go and put a call to action, like a comment in your comment section, and pin it at the top. And then when you're ready, you could either schedule the content to go public at a certain day and time, or you could do a premiere where people can come in and watch it with you when it's premiering, like a little film. There's different ways you could do that, but I do unlisted. Private's good too, but unlisted, it allows you to go in and put a comment on there. So I just do unlisted, and then you start to like schedule out your flow of your channel ahead. If you can get ahead, then you're really in good shape. You can get ahead, and then like you've got a good schedule, like Wednesday, Sunday. I think that's very doable. So yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, great tips, man. Thank you so much.
I want to honor who's here in the chat, because they've been with us, and I haven't shouted people out yet. Rudy Iraheta is here. Broke but bountifully blessed. Carol is in the building. Mental Raccoon Glass says, Dr. M, you might not be able to fix me, bud.
I'm not trying to fix you. I want you to fix you.
Right, exactly. Self-mastery. That's right.
Self-mastery, brother.
Yep. World Tours 8K is here. Mark Crow is in the building. Lashana Jill Bima is in the house. Welcome. And Lisa J. Stocks is here. Ellen Smile. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Welcome in. Okay, let's continue with the tour of the channel. So we were looking at the videos. These are actually his radio show. So here in Maui, I'm impressed. I actually have been wanting to do this. Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was my fault. Sorry.
No worries. So I've been wanting to do a radio show myself, like a physical one for many, many, many years. So I'm like watching what you've already accomplished with it, and I like paying attention to it. Like at some point I'll walk through those doors and
Good.
I'll do that too. You know, I'll be able to
Yeah.
do live broadcasting Maui, and then I'll be able to broadcast it out to the world too, and then get local sponsors to pay the bills and get the global reach, global sponsors and all that, and like build out like a business around it all. And then I think I'm ultimately have an opportunity for politics too in the world, and to bring more change in the world too. So if I
love it.
you know, but you know, we'll see.
Yeah, no.
But
I see
these are
already.
great.
Absolutely.
They're great. Like I love all your episodes. I only got to I didn't watch them all in full, but I went into all of your different shows, and I knew when you were on radio. I heard a few of them. Like I was driving around doing my deliveries, and I heard you on the radio a handful of times. We were just meeting each other at that point, and I was like, "Oh, there's Eman'on. He's on the radio." Like, cool. So, but it's great. And then University of Becoming You. That's a big thing. I can tell that's where your focus right now is rolling out that and getting some admissions, getting some people into the classes, and start to hold. You know, so. Let's see here, and then I know people will want to come to Maui. I'm glad you're setting up for people to come to Maui through your through it. I love that.
Yes.
Oh, that's very cool. Your live tab. I could see that you're really getting this going right here. Live. This is just like shorts can really make it take off. This right here is I could see this momentum building right here when you get to that beach more often. And when you just talk story and share some of the pieces, the mission, the things you have to share, people will just gather in there and they'll subscribe, and then they'll come back, and then the new people subscribe. It just keeps building. And if you could do multiple times a day, if you could hit early in the morning and hit a later at night, you could hit different populations around the world and expand your reach a little. Once in a while, you don't have to commit to anything, but
I like that.
But yeah, live streams is where it's at. People want to come in and be live with you. So
it's the technical difficulties of the live stream. Like when like I said, I'm 10 feet from the beach, and so sometimes when that wind hits, or if it's just a breaking up, and I'm like,
I invested in the Rode wireless mic. And it's got a wind protector that came with it.
I got that too somewhere.
You got that too? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that helps. It does help. So
okay.
And there could be less windy days there at the beach too, but people love to see that. So podcasts, you got your whole radio show up there, 9 episodes there for everybody's enjoyment. And then playlists, nice organization there. You got your Daddy Diaries feature, Burnout Blueprint, your YouTube Shorts, and your podcast there. And then post tab. I'm a big fan of the post tab, and you got your community thing going too. I love that you did that. So just checking.
Yeah, I have no idea what all that means. I just knew that
it just means.
Let me just be a beginner, you know what I mean? And it makes these suggestions, and I'm like, okay, I'll set up the community.
The community section, it allows everybody in your community to kind of converge there. Like it doesn't let me do much with it as the host of the community, but it allows them to, they can post on there and they can all interact in the comment section and build
Okay.
community and such. And so it's cool.
Okay.
It's not YouTube's best feature in my opinion. Maybe I don't understand it fully, but it's great that you set it up, and you're going to have your own community build out anyways. You'll wherever you have to set it up, like with what you're doing with the UBU and
Yeah.
everything, like you're going to have your own community build out, like no doubt. Like a lot of people
Okay.
use school like SKOOL
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
that sort
I
of
thought
thing.
about
And
that.
yeah, you'll probably have that, I'm sure. And yeah, so all right, so let's continue on here. So here's some pictures. Is this you?
Oh, that's me. Yeah,
So
man.
innocent.
I was what? I was between 7 and 9 right there, man. I was in the 6th grade. I remember this day. I was in the 6th grade, and
Wow.
I had a sweater vest on over that shirt, and it was just too freaking hot, man. I'm in California, and
Oh, too
yeah, it was
much.
just hot. So I took it off, and I was upset because it kind of messed up my fro a little bit, as you can see the little pieces of hairs. No, I'm just joking. But no, I took it off because it was hot, and I was so nervous taking this picture. I'm just super awkward and
Aw.
so socially uncomfortable all the time.
Oh, for sure.
And I just remember that day, man. I was just like, let me just hurry up and get this over with because I don't want to be here. Okay.
All right, let's keep going here. So let's go. So growing up,
High school.
playing
High school.
sports, you
Yep,
played
that was my
multiple sports?
Yeah, I did. I played basketball, ran track. Football was my main sport, the one that I went professional with.
Right.
I tried a little badminton, but that only lasted a couple of days.
Ping pong. No.
Ping pong, right?
All right. And then what is this? What's going on here?
All right, so this is important. I'm gonna take a
Oh,
second on this.
yeah,
This is
take a
important.
second.
I made this picture, and shoot, I made it like 9 years ago. And the reason why I did it, that's Denzel Washington holding up his Oscar, but I put my face in
You
there
put your face on there. Got it.
because I said in 10 years, I'm going to win an Oscar. So this was in 2017, right when my son
Okay.
was born. And I said in 10 years, and I was very heavy into acting at that time. And I was like, I'm going to win an
Right.
Oscar, man. So, I'm all about the visualization and like
Yep.
vision
I love it.
casting. So if I see myself holding the Oscar, then I'm going to have it. So
Yeah.
I got till next year. So next year I'll have an Oscar.
Perfect.
It's my goal. Yep.
Well, this is why you're here today. This is the beginning
There it
of a
is.
journey. I can
I
totally see
believe
your
it.
journey. Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, we had
Yeah.
that conversation, and then the
Yeah.
next couple days, another conversation, and I'm like, okay, here it
Here we are.
goes.
Yeah. Here we
It's
go.
happening. I could tell when the spark was being ignited, and you're just like, oh, it's time. All right, I gotta
Yeah.
go. I gotta do this. I'm ready to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
I've been getting ready for this, and now it's like,
Yeah.
okay, it's go time. I could
Yeah.
sense that was what happening within you. And then each time
Yes.
I see you when I produce deliveries to your work there, is like
Mm.
each conversation I knew, okay, this is the progression of he's getting ready to launch, getting ready to launch here. So it's awesome.
Awesome.
And welcome in I Cherish Church Network. Welcome in Living My Best Life. Echo is in the building.
Oh, I like
Welcome
that.
in Lushan. Yeah, we got awesome. This and very spiritual, conscious community too. Because it's our vibration and it attracts
Sure.
our tribe, So
I love it.
and the Groves Bargain Emporium is in the building. And Timmy does everything. Rudy Araheta. You look like Denzel, says Echo. Yeah,
I thought so. I thought so.
you do. Lisa J. Stock says the sixth black man just achieved that goal. Oh, the sixth.
Yeah.
Oh, that must be a statistic.
Yeah,
The
Michael
sixth.
B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan
Oh,
just won an Oscar for Sinners.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool, very cool. Awesome. We're learning things today too. I didn't even know. All right, so let's continue on here. So the next picture, this is probably one of the most
Oh, we got
big moments. The big moment.
Oh, my little
Aw.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my little son, man. That's about when he was 5 months.
Wow.
He and his mom We divorced, separated. So, and then I moved from Atlanta. So I was, working and traveling, but I was only able to communicate with him through FaceTime. And so I would
Mm,
always snap pictures anytime I got, man. And it was, yes, it was such a
that's
journey, man. But I
yeah.
love, like, every time he saw my face, that was the reaction. I kid you
Yes.
not. This guy,
Oh,
I was like, how am I? I'm not a man. I'm not a father. How can I raise a kid? But every time he just knew, man. And so that just blessed my heart. So that's him right there.
yeah. All
He's
right.
now 9. He'll be 9 this
Nine.
year. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. We're gonna hear more about that for sure. The daddy diaries and what about fatherhood and just your journey, we're gonna hear about that. So,
Right on.
all right. Fraternity. Me too, me too.
Are you?
Yeah,
You're a frat
yeah.
boy?
Jewish fraternity, yeah.
Right on, right on.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the Jewish fraternity? That's a real thing?
Alpha, yeah, Alpha Epsilon Pi, AE Pi.
Okay.
So
Yep.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
International Jewish fraternity. Yeah, yeah. I loved it.
Wow.
I
Have
loved
no
it.
idea.
And they got a whole black set of fraternities too, because I went to Kent State
Hmm.
University and I knew about all of that. And
Wait,
you know,
Kent State in Georgia?
let's go. Yeah. I was about to break into a whole thing. No,
No, you
no,
did
no.
break into it.
Kent State is in Ohio. Kent State.
Okay, because I
Yeah.
think there's a Kent State in Georgia as well.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Something
Yeah.
like that. Let me make sure.
Yeah.
But
You got to do a
that's what I
step.
was doing. That
Do
was
a step dance.
Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
You still
That
remember
was
the step? You still remember your step dance or anything?
Nah, heck no. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember a couple of them.
Cool, cool. It's kind of like actually it reminds me of the Hawaiian,
Yes. Yep.
Doing
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
chanting and so
Yeah.
cool,
It's
cool.
a lot like that.
Awesome. And I'm a strong believer in the fraternal model the leadership opportunities and the
Mm.
networking and just yeah, it's a huge leadership building opportunity in
Yeah.
fraternal systems. And then this guy.
Yeah, that's me, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was about in 2000, I think right before I moved to Maui, man. So I've
Hmm.
been here 5 years. So that was in
Wow.
like 2020.
Wow, 5 years you've been
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. That was my
That's
first professional
20
like photo
pandemic
shoot.
time. That was
Yeah.
pandemic time. So
Yeah.
what was that trigger? You came over to Maui during that pandemic or what happened?
No, I came probably early 2021. So it was
Okay.
just
Ah,
after the
just
pandemic,
after the pandemic.
but in California, we were
Right.
experiencing it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where I was before Maui. I was in California. Um,
Okay.
and I actually visited California in 2020, the week before the pandemic. I visited Deb in Ojai, California. And that's when the pandemic hit. And it said, if you don't fly into Maui tomorrow, then you're going to have to be quarantined for a week.
Quarantine. Yeah.
So I was like, we both decided it's time to go back to Maui. And I flew back and I went right into produce delivery to houses, hundreds of houses a week,
Yeah.
like full, like right when I got back to the island. Because otherwise I have to be quarantined. So I was an essential worker and I was delivering to homes during the whole pandemic and been delivering ever since to
Wow.
homes
Yeah, man.
ever since. So, yeah, yep. All right. So let's see here. Next one here.
It's little me and Papa again.
Hmm. And then
Yeah. That's
that's him
him.
growing
Yeah.
up. Growing
And
up.
that was on his birthday. I think he turned 7, and I flew back. Sorry, I'm getting
Oh,
an
wow.
echo.
Oh, I don't hear it though.
Yeah, I hear it big time. So I flew back to Atlanta and
Yeah.
spent some time with him. That book, the Dr. Seuss book right there, is one of the presents I gave him, and it's one of my favorite books in the whole wide world.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Dr. Seuss, legendary. Let's see here. This one.
Oh, don't I look adorable?
It's adorable. There you go.
Yeah, that was like early on in my acting, man. It's like one of my headshots, and I was like 20, I want to say 24, 25.
Okay. Cool. And then the last one is Maui.
Yes, that was actually a few days ago.
Oh, you just did that a few days ago?
Yeah, that was a few days ago. Yeah,
Oh my God, I didn't
right,
even know.
right after work, because I still
Okay.
got my choice hat on.
Yep. Nice. And Koopies, is that how you say it? Kewpies.
Cupid's,
Kewpies.
yes.
Yeah. This was,
My favorite burger joint on
yeah.
Maui.
It's burgers, milkshake, and all that local
Everything.
grub too. Oh my God.
Yeah,
It's affordable too. It's really nice. You can
it
drive
really
up
is.
in there and sit in your car and you can just grub out. It's great. It's great. Um, okay. I was just checking to see if I heard any echo in my.
I think it might just be my speakers.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Okay. Well, if y'all good, I'm good, man.
Well, might be a little bit, but I don't think there's anything we could do about it. So we just keep going. We're good.
All right. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Okay. So that was a little bit of a journey through pictures. And oh, here, UBU. Oh, that's cool how that looks on there. It overlays. That's awesome. Oh, what'd you do?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on.
It's no worries.
Oh, there.
Yeah, good.
Okay, got you. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, that's just the that does look pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it does an overlay.
Should leave that up the whole time.
The whole time. We could. We'll play around with it, you know, back and forth. Okay.
Right on.
Echo, living my best life. She was my the first interview that I was the guest on here on YouTube was living my best life 9697. That's Echo.
Okay.
Her channel name is Kaleidoscope of Happiness.
Wow.
So I always encourage everybody. I always encourage everybody to go get your first interview. If she's still doing interviews, go get your first interview over there. Like, let's talk about it. It's just a conversation, you know, because there's a once you get on the scene of interviews and collaborations, you'll start moving around the circuit a little bit. The source is one of the. Some people might be a little more afraid to come on here and do this big interview 2-hour thing. But yeah, Echo is awesome. And Jarrett Talks, shout out to Jarrett Talks, another really comfortable spot to just vibe with a cool dude. Jarrett Talks. And then there's so many other like interview opportunities. Kiss from Jay, you'll meet a lot of these people. Kiss from Jay, really awesome. Candy K all day. I haven't gotten on to her, but she's invited Deb and myself to be on there soon once Deb's able. There's just a bunch. Oh, and Big Jack Story Time is a really cool spot to get featured and get interviewed as well. Big Jack's awesome, really cool dude. Oh, you talking? Is it working? There you go.
Good. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
My question was, first of all, hi everyone that's in the chat. I love you. This is awesome. Thanks for the support of the source. But I wanted to ask, so are all of them different themes and different styles of interview? Like, is there like a music one? Is there a video? Like fitness?
Generally, I think each of them is their own self. So each of them does have their own like theme to their channel. But you know, I think we're pretty similar. You know, like Echo is very conversational. So she'll be like, "Hey, let's talk about how are you today?" And it was very flowing. And Big Jack Story Time, when he interviewed me, it was like he said because I had just met him and he said, "Just come on." He's like, just come on and we'll get to know each other on the show. So it was conversational. So he just asked me questions about how I showed up, and then he would have questions about what is the source, why the source, and I'm like, you're the first one to ask, so and I get to explain all that. So And you know, each has their own style of like Kiss from Jay like studied my whole channel, and she had questions from my first content from the very beginning of my channel, and she asked me questions like would you rather questions, and you know, and like make you like, oh, I don't really want either of those options, but if I have to choose. So each person has their own style, but we're all, to me, content creators that are seeking like monetization and living our best life, and YouTube offers something, a track, a possibility for doing that. So I'm gonna actually take the image off the screen there.
Thank you. I just thought about it. I was like,
yeah, it's weird. It's awesome though. All right,
we get it, Eman'on. We get it.
we get it. We get it. We get it. All right. So let's continue on here. And High Plains Camper is in the house. Welcome in, High Plains Camper. And all right, so let's keep on flowing. So the next part of the show, we're going to do a word association game, which is a fun word game where I say a word and you say the first thing that comes to mind if you'd like, or you can go into story and tell us a little more background, because it's meant to be an icebreaker. So you'll want to share some stories. Candy K all day, member for 8 months. Well, thank you. Congrats. Candy K is awesome. She does a shop talk show. She does a lot of different features, but shop talk is like for new YouTubers and growing small YouTubers to learn a lot of the basics. She goes around all these different topics and she covers like from the bottom up, like how to do YouTube. So really cool.
I'm following her next. Yeah, she's my new teacher.
The best thing you can do on here is like just once you meet each of these people, go into their live streams and like go to Candy K Shop Talk and hang out in there, meet everybody in there, and just learn. And if you want to go up on the panel with her, and you know you can do that too. She's like me in that you can go up on stage and such. And then like Luciana Success Systems, who's been in here Monday through Friday in the evenings. I told you about her. She does a live show Monday through Friday. It's let's see, time wise, it's 8:30 Eastern. So here in Maui, it's 2:30 in Maui, Monday through Friday. So I just pop in there, and all you do is you just say, I'm here in the background listening, you know, hey everybody, I'm here listening. I'm working right now. Yeah, I'm busy, you know, like you don't have to, you know, I'm here in support, and hey everybody.
I like that.
It's a big family in there, and the people that have been in there with Luciana have been in there for, you know, since she started, like a couple years even, you know, showing up every day when you can, just pop in and listen, learn. She does a lot of, you know, YouTube basics and how to be successful, building systems to be successful. And she's got the business side of it. She's building out. She's got a membership where she's got a little more of the higher end stuff to learn. And but it's like a home base for a lot of us to come together and then to learn each day. When, you know, 2:30 Maui time, just pop in there and just, you know, put it on and let it roll. And there's a bunch of other content creators. You go to their live streams, you just hang out for a little while and just experience their element, them in their element, and sharing their journey. And if they have something to teach, they're teaching it and you're learning. And that's where, if you show up in different chats and different live streams, you'll be a member of this great family, that these 1,000 or more people that we're all networking together to live our best life, and we're all doing content, and it's one big family. So okay, so word association game. First word on the list is YouTube.
Lovely. It's a lovely piece of engineering with opportunity for I guess those self-loving people like myself. You know what I mean? Like, I've always thought that I had something to say, and I wanted to say it, and I wanted to say it my way, and I wanted people to watch it. And so YouTube has helped me just be like, I could be the star of my own show.
Yeah, exactly. It's YouTube. So, you know, that's it. Just be you.
Okay.
Just be you. And if anyone comes into your chat and tries to tell you anything differently, say, this is my channel. It is called YouTube. Go somewhere. You know, like if you don't want.
And that's the thing, though. It's like maybe I need to learn that because part of my whole brand is I want the assholes to be an asshole. You know what I mean? Like you be you, bro. Like come in my chat, comment, say some sucker stuff, and let's have a dialogue. Like I kind of want that, but don't want
That's
that.
how
I don't want to be, because here's what I learned is like most people, I'll just speak for myself. I'm projecting towards you based on an experience that I had.
Yep.
So I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off at this guy, but I'm gonna take it out on you.
Exactly.
So
that's what's happening. I welcome it too. And there's you'll see as you hang out in all these different live streams how each host handles it. Like I cherish Church, who has been in here. She or was it Bishop? I think it was Bishop. Where I think it's her. I hope I'm correct. Where I don't want to be wrong, but there's a certain YouTuber that, I think it is her. She worked in the same field as you, generally speaking, with the special needs and such, children. I think it's her that said, I'm not sure, but basically that these are troubled, a lot of times they're troubled children coming on here on YouTube, and they go into live streams and they troll and they say really mean or really disturbing stuff a lot of times. And I
had that happen once. I said, hey, that's not nice.
Yeah.
And I never heard from him again.
Each of us, some people go straight to like blocking and banning and all that sort of thing. But they're essentially, they're giving us the watch hours, and those watch hours do add up. And and then if we not kill them with kindness is what they say. If we love them, I always just love up. I love up each time. Like they come in, they say something really ridiculous. I'll read it to a certain extent. I'll laugh about it. I'll joke back with them. I might give them a one-liner back. Like I might like meet them where they're at, and but whatever, it can't really. It's about self-mastery, right? So
absolutely.
You gotta be in your self-mastery.
So that's why I like YouTube. That's why that came to me. It's like a real lovely opportunity for people to be themselves.
Yeah. So okay. Continuation here. So the next word is doctor. So Dr. Emma. There's not a lot here. Dr. Eman'on, fearless wanderer. You could break down doctor. You could break down Eman'on. You could break down fearless or wanderer, and like there's a lot there. So what's that?
Yeah. So that's a great question. So I was born. My earth mother named me Nathaniel Cornelius Scott.
Okay.
So I was Nathaniel Cornelius Scott for 41 years, something like that. I'm 47 now, so for 42 years. And I when I moved here on Maui, I was at church. I used to do media for a church here. And I remember it was a start of 2022. We were like doing a New Year's service, and I felt in my spirit like universe spirit says, "Hey, I'm beginning to change your name." And I was open for it. I didn't know what that meant, but I'm open for it. And we went into meditation. I locked my camera down, and like 2 minutes later, it was like Eman'on. Fearless wanderer. And I was like, received it. And so I can break that down real quick.
Yeah.
So Eman'on is no name spelled backwards.
Oh.
E-M-A-N Okina or apostrophe O-N. But if you write it backwards, it's no name.
No name. Wow.
And how Spirit delivered it to me was that it's a direct I guess an identifier of what this is, what Spirit is. Like, I have no name, I have no body, I have no age, I have no preference of what this is. I am just what I am. I am. So
yeah.
and I was like, whoa, that's heavy. I like that. And so fearless is tied to just my upbringing of being insecure and just like a people pleaser, wanting to fit in. So I was never like really stood up for myself. And so I had to like have a name to remind myself of what to be. Because if we're gonna be in this world of labels and titles, then I want that label and title to really just really be myself. You know what I mean? To really be my dream self, which is fearless. So,
Yeah.
and how I say it is that it's not just fearless, it's fearless. Because I'm still human, so I have fear. I just have less fear than I did 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 days ago. So I'm always on the journey to just fearless every moment. And here's a crazy one. Wanderer.
Yeah.
It's a reflection of just how I live my life, traveling, being a free spirit, Aquarius, but it's also the origin of my birth name, Scott. So if you look it up, Scott is a derivative of wanderer. And I was like, only God can think of some stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have thought of that. So that's when I was like, dude, that's my whole, that's my name. So I did the official name change in 2022, 23, something like that. And so the doctor came last May when I received my PhD in human services and mental health.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Yep. PhD. All right. So, Deb Ryan,
you know what a
Allen's here.
PhD is, right?
Yes. Well,
I heard this joke. I heard this joke from a pastor years ago. Because you get your bachelor's and that's a BS.
I know.
Yeah. So it's a whole play on like, oh, this is BS.
Yes.
And so what a PhD is BS piled higher and deeper.
Piled higher and deeper. Damn.
So this is more BS. It's just more BS.
Yes. I'm with you.
But I respect that. I respect academia. I do. I respect it a lot.
We're two very degreed people right here. I got my master's in business. I went beyond the BS. I got the BBA, Bachelor of Business Administration, and then I went and did the Master's of Business, MBA. So I've been schooled. I've done through it too. But yeah, I'm like you in that I know about the systems in the world to a certain degree. I've done research and I've gone all the way down the rabbit hole, and I definitely don't like a lot of what I've seen in that search I did, but then I came through on the other end, and spiritual, had death, rebirth, awakening, and I'm in the creating of a better world, starting with myself. And knowing that the world is the world, we are not of this world. We are the spirit. We are here in the body, living this human experience. And the world is nuts, yes. But how can we create within our own little world divinity, heaven, paradise, starting with ourselves and then our interaction with another, and setting up structure for our life, and then the impact that we can make on the local level, on larger, global, universal level. We're really impacting and changing the whole creation with our thoughts and our words and our vibration and our intention and our visualization and the actions we take. So I'm totally about it, and I've gone down that rabbit hole and was deep in conspiracy, and you could be a dark place for a long time. And somehow you've got to compartmentalize that. And then we got to then, we could still, in our heart feel how messed up so many things are. And we could try to change any of it, all of it if you want. But that could be a lot. So it's like, we got to like compartmentalize and we got to just, okay, myself, my life, how am I going to show up in the world and build from there, starting with the grassroots foundation. Like I like what you and I are doing
That's
here.
self-mastery, man.
In Maui, we both have landed in a place new, a new life that we could create with a new palette. And we both started from the bottom and now we're here. We both,
That sounds like a song.
because I started with work trade and on the land, and I gave all my energy away to that. I slaved away, and then I have lived in the car before. I did that in California for a couple of years, and then getting to the point where okay, wait, I got to pay for this car. What do I do? Oh, I got to get a job now. And then, oh, I've got 2 jobs now. And whoa, I'm working for Maui now. And then okay, I got this expensive apartment now. I got to afford the car and the apartment. And then, okay, now I've got to work full time. And then, okay, now my whole mission is set to the side. And now I'm just working for Maui, and then you get caught, oh, is this right? So I've kind of gone through that. And then I've got my partner here now. So now I'm paying for our home base. We both chip in and we're building a life together. I've got my jobs and building up, but I'm still changing the world. I'm still doing a lot of what I'm here to do, but just being up myself and showing up grounded is I think it's the hardest thing. The ego gets in the way and tells you no, what, you're back in the slave system and all that in the grind. But I have to yeah. Go ahead.
What I like to say, first of all, thank you so much for sharing part of your story. And that's exactly the reason why I wanted to go into radio and have a platform to talk with people who have experiences, because we all do. But I love the stories of people who literally, and yes, I said literally, have came from nothing. You know what I mean? And just continue to go within and just and believe and try. And that's self-mastery to me, because what I've learned is that real quick is that I had to learn not to resist the contrast that was happening in my life.
Yeah,
because it's all part of the path.
Yeah. Yep.
I go to the gym. I don't get stronger by lifting something that's not resisting me.
Right.
So I needed that resistance. And so I learned, and this is what I tell everyone, embrace it, because it's not, you're not off the path. It can appear that way. It can appear that way.
Yeah.
But it's absolutely in alignment, because it can either do this. It can take you another direction to remix your goal, or I call it scratch paper. You know how in school and you get the test and you get the extra piece of paper to work out the problem, and then you put the final answer on the Scantron. Well, that's what we called them back in the day.
Right.
So sometimes resistance and contrast and like me being homeless for 2.5 years, a year on Maui, a year in California. All of that was leading towards self-mastery, because it taught me to go within. I can't depend on everything outside of me. It's not to say that it's wrong. It's just teaching me that I don't have to depend on this, because it's gonna be taken away at any time. But I'm always gonna be with me. So I learned to trust that.
Yep. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Deb's she's doing the producing over there. She said there is an echo, but I don't think there's anything we could do. Like if there's something we could do, we would do it. But I'm thinking it's as good as we could do for right now.
Hello. No, that's not good.
I'm listening. Let me see what I hear.
I could take this mic off, maybe. 1 second.
There's a little bit of echo.
Me?
Say it
Hello?
again. Yeah, I hear you.
Hello? Yeah, I don't know. I hear an echo. Though.
Yeah, a little bit of echo.
Or maybe your volume is up.
It's not though. My volume's not.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, no, it's we face these things happen,
Yeah.
but it's good. I think we're good. Let's keep going.
Okay.
And welcome in YouTube Police is in the building. Don't worry, we're in good order. Our paperwork's in order. YouTube Police is one of our regulars. A really awesome guy, Gary. All right. So let's continue on here. Here, say something because I didn't hear you at all there. You're muted. Is there anything you can do? Still muted. Keep going.
Test.
Okay, I heard test.
All right.
Good. All right, good. Let's just keep going. We're good.
Okay.
All right, so continuation here. So we're doing the word association game. We're at an hour in, so we'll have to move a little faster. We'll go a little faster through the words, and then we'll go into more interview, so we can hit on the life's journey and the YouTube and missions and all that. I'll consolidate in a little bit. All right, so let's just hit quick on these. So Maui.
Home. Yeah. Right when I landed, what happened was the relationship I was in before I moved to Maui. We were together 4 years. We decided to come to Maui on my birthday and just spend 5 days.
Wow.
And when I got off the phone, when I got off the plane, I just felt it in my spirit, and I heard, "This is home." I heard, "Welcome home," actually. And I was like, wow, I would have never thought that. So that's home. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yep, it is. It's home. Heaven on Mother Earth. HOME. Heaven on Mother Earth.
Heaven on Mother Earth. I like that.
Because Maui is Mother Maui, for those of us that know, so.
Yeah. And it's actually, I researched it a while ago, but there's like the chakras of the world, right?
Yes, it is the heart chakra.
Maui is a heart chakra. Yeah,
exactly. So continuation. So fatherhood.
Challenging is the first word that came to me.
Right.
And I think because there's an idea of what it is, and then there's the purpose that a man is on. So I think fatherhood is establishing your way, but it's challenging because it's not received as much. Does that make sense?
Yep. I was just messing with. I was seeing if I can do anything with the sound, but
is it getting worse?
No, it's still the same. It's good though. We're good. I was just seeing because I've got some options on StreamYard. So I was just seeing if I could do anything. I'm listening to you, but we're good. So welcome in ASMR Autumn in the building. We got a little ASMR echoing going on, y'all.
Yes, echo.
So echo, and Echo's been in the building with us. So, yeah. Jerry G is in the building. Welcome, Jerry G. Welcome in. All right. So continue on here. The next word is, this was a longer. So sitting in men's groups, Mankind Project. That's basically what we sat in men's groups together. And the New Warrior Training Adventure. You graduated from the New Warrior Training Adventure. So what about all that?
Oh man. So I grew up in church.
Yeah.
So I grew up in going to study groups, men's groups,
Mm.
all this stuff. And so I was skeptical for a long time because about MKP, because I started seeing a routine of like g- guys not really being authentic,
Right, right.
and I wasn't feeling comfortable to share my truth
Yeah.
with people that I felt were paper thin. Like if you
Yeah.
didn't even if you couldn't confront yourself,
Sure.
then how you gonna help me, bro?
Yeah.
So what I loved about MKP when I finally gave it a try,
Right.
I don't know how much I could talk about it, but we have this exercise where basically you're in a gauntlet, you're in the middle.
You just don't talk about the person's work. You don't talk about their personal
Oh,
stuff. You can talk about anything else.
I can
Yeah.
talk about mine though, right? Oh no.
You can talk about your own personal work.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
So I just like that process of,
Right.
the carpet, being
Yeah.
in the middle, a group of brothers around me, and not saying anything, but just supporting me as I deal with my own stuff. I was like, this is the real deal. Because I'm sitting there projecting on people.
Right,
I'm
right.
I'm experiencing anger. I'm experiencing sadness,
Right.
and everyone that I was angry at was not in that area. So that's when I learned, like,
Right.
I'm taking things out on people that has nothing to do with what hurt me. So how come I haven't solved that? And that really changed my life. That set it apart for me from men's groups is being able to not always not be talked at or taught, but
Right.
just also to educate. I'm here to educate you guys on my life. It was hands down one of the best experiences.
And that's how we met. That's how we met too. That was so cool. So
Mhm.
I went to that graduation ceremony for those that went through the New Warrior Training Adventure, which is a full weekend of men's work and immersion, the highest level, of the Mankind Project kind of epitome, kind of a experience. So you came through that. I went to that to celebrate a few of my fellow brothers that I had already sat with in group, and then
Okay.
you graduated, and that's when I met you there, and then I think I just heard of you a few times here and there because you were doing things like you were producing music events or something. You were doing
Oh
these
yeah,
different events
the
and
open
things.
mics. I was doing open mics.
Yeah, so I was like already like I hadn't gone to any of those events, but I just saw you were, I think the radio show you were doing producing open mics, and then all of a sudden you graduated from this men's group thing, and then you started sitting in our group. So then we really got to know each other and everything.
Yeah.
So
I loved when I first met you, bro. Seeing you come in, like you were always smiling, bro. And I'm like, this is what I love. Like I know this guy is probably going through some stuff, and you would just come in, just a different energy. And I love that because I'm like, that's how we need to be. Like you would say, hey, I'm pissed off, but you didn't allow it to overtake who you were. And I was like, dude, I like this guy. I used to call you Smiley. I used to call you Smiley in my mind. Oh, here comes Smiley.
That's funny. Nice. Welcome in, Chip Lowe. Chip Lowe, Are You Locked In is in the building. Welcome in. There's a whole movement on here. Are You Locked
Bro,
In?
it sounds exciting.
A collection of content creators, change makers, come together, use the same hashtag, Are You Locked In? And just been collaborating, and it's built, it's grown. And Chip's got merch over there, the Are You Locked In merch and everything. And
Nice.
so there's a lot of these different communities. I've got the Source Network. There's Are You Locked In over there. The Stay Phenomenal movement is, I came into YouTube. I started watching DoDash. Have you ever heard of DoDash?
Nah.
DoDash is does DoorDash and different delivery services, and she went viral and she did a lot of motivational content, like get your ass on YouTube if you fill in the blank, like, or quit your job. Why I quit my job. And now she's living in her car right now. She just gave up her housing because she knows it's better to save that money, and then she would like to buy a house, and she wants to stack cash. So she's showing people it's okay. I'm living in my car. I'm making the best of this.
Do you,
it was
boo-boo?
crazy how much money how many $1,000s have I, Deb, myself, been throwing away each year? About $25,000 a year throwing away into rent and utilities. How many years? We just did a 5-year stint. That's $150,000. $150,000. So there, but then not that mortgages and owning is necessarily the answer, but it's just
But you know what's interesting? Can I say one thing about that?
Yeah, sure.
What's interesting about that is that my thinking was I can't be afraid, and this has nothing to do with like what you were saying or what she did. But my approach was yes, I'm homeless right now, but it's not because I'm trying to save money. I'm literally saying I'm abandoning everything unless it's in alignment with what I want.
Yes. Yep.
And so with jobs, with friendships, relationships, I'm like, okay, if I gotta be homeless or if I gotta suffer, it's worth it, silly, because this is what I want,
Exactly.
I know that right now is not permanent. Right now is just the path. So right now is the road. So anyway, I just think that's fascinating too, because it was like, because afterwards I learned, wow, I'm saving a lot of money actually.
Yeah. Oh my God. And you have the freedom. Then you have the freedom. So I did the same thing. I had a business. I left it. I was home on my dad's couch for 3 months. I met a woman online. I drove a big van across the country, Route 66 to California to meet up with her. I lived on the West Coast, living in the van for many months there. She wanted me to get a job, so I got a simple little job. I got a simple little apartment. Then I let go of the job and the simple apartment, and I was retired with $1,000 living in the van.
Wow.
That was the best time of my life. That was definitely one of my top times, living in the van, no job, in the streets of LA, Los Angeles, going to coffee shops in the morning, going to the library in the afternoon, doing my internet change the world work, and then passing out as the sun comes down in the van, waking up in the next morning and doing it all again. That was perfection for me.
I love that. Yeah.
And I did that for a while. Then I ended up going up to Ojai, California, landing there for a while, helping a woman. I got a good place to live while I helped this elderly woman with a lot of her needs. That was also one of the times in my life, living simple in a small town where I could blossom and having that structure in place. And I just needed to help her with her various needs. Right. So also, because that was the next moment of my life. So those are those 2 steps. And then from there, getting into a big van and traveling with a group up and down the West Coast was the time of my life, because we had the freedom and we got to go do our Change the World mission, visiting farms, permaculture, festivals, all these things, freedom. And then after that, it just keeps, because you're in that self-mastery, your journey. So then after that, like gradually, connecting with Deb, and we just hung out so much. And then that was also really awesome, adding Deb in, and we shared a life there in Ojai. And then beyond that, the fires came through Ojai, and I had to find a home again. So I had no home in Ojai. So I flew to Maui and started work trading. that was the time of my life. 6 months work trading on the land in Maui, and being shown around Maui and by my hosts, getting my new home, Maui. So each step in the process, once you have your spiritual, in place, your transformation, you're on the journey, the path, you let go of everything. You start from zero, and then you start adding, building, and you choosing to have your own job that's in alignment, choosing or business, choosing an apartment that's in alignment, upgrading the job or your vehicle or your housing as you go. And Deb and I are still working on this. We may own something at some point, and I may have businesses coming through this, what we're doing right here.
Right.
And that's where we're headed. So
yeah, that's exactly how UBU came. It's just like all of that journey came to me saying, all I want to do is help people and love people, but I want them to feel safe and to be themselves. Because that's not what I felt, So it was amazing to have that experience and just be able to offer this to the world. So I love that you shared that, man.
Same
Beautiful.
path. Yep. Welcome in Andy Mon TV3. Welcome. All right, let's see if we can hit on a few more of these words, and then we'll go into the interview.
All right.
So if we could touch on them briefly. So self-mastery, we've covered that a good amount. We'll talk more about that in the interview format. Welcome in Drunken Chef Barbecue. Welcome in. The next one, that's a great
Drunken Chef,
a cooking channel. It's awesome. Check it out.
Amazing.
Yeah, Drunken Chef Barbecue. It's great. The next one, you say this a lot, this line. So this is what you say. I love you, and ain't nothing you can
do about it. Man, I tell you what. When did I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
I think just growing up in church, maybe a pastor said it one time or something.
Right.
But that's also something, being born in the South. I moved from the South, Arkansas, when I was 5. But just the Southern hospital, I just remember hearing that. I love you, ain't nothing you can do about it. And so I just began that came back to me in like 2018. And it just blessed me, man. It was just like, you know what?
It's nice.
I can't fight nobody. I can't do that. I'ma just love them, and ain't nothing they can do about it.
That's right. That's right. It's one of your taglines now. It'll be with you all the way.
That's
so.
it.
You mentioned that you've got books. Your newest book is which one's your newest book?
My newest book is Harmonic Masculinity.
Oh.
And it's a book. Yeah, it's on Amazon. I haven't done promotion or nothing for it,
okay.
but it's me giving honor to my 4 mentors that I consider the founding fathers for my life of self-mastery. Yeah. So it's Bishop Carlton Pearson, Dr. Miles Monroe, Reverend Ike, and Muji. And so these are four African American men who had similar lifestyles like me and just stuck with their path. And I just want everyone to know about them. Yeah.
Very cool. And you've got 5 books, you said? What are those?
5, yeah. So I got so Harmonic Masculinity.
Yep.
I got my first book was Identically Different.
Okay.
That's the me with the black and looking pretty.
Yeah.
I also have Gnosis. That's one of my newest ones as well, and that's like the book of Eman'on. So it's my origin journey. And then my other book, The Self-Care Practitioner. I haven't released it yet.
Okay.
So I'm still editing it. But yeah.
Okay.
Am I missing?
Cool. Might be. If you have 5, then maybe.
I probably am.
Yeah. That's okay. It's all good. Okay. Last on the list here is UBU. You become university, or is it a GED?
It's University of Becoming You. Yes. And so all it is everything we talked about with self-mastery and with education, because like you're a degreed guy.
Of course.
And I thought it would be cool just to have a university, a movement, a vibe, where if I'm gonna go to class, I'm going to study me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to study what someone else told me to study so I can get a job and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I gotta learn about me. And it's all about just doing deep work on you, and it's backed with science. You know, with my education in mental health, human services, and also one of the things that in getting my PhD, and I'm thinking I'm gonna have a guaranteed job,
Yeah.
and I still don't have a job at my PhD level. So that taught me
Right.
that there's something in the system
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
kind of off. I don't know, you know. So
Yeah.
let me create another system.
Yes.
I want
yes.
I want people to feel good about education again,
Yeah.
but they're learning about themselves. So
I
that's
like
the
that.
University of Becoming You.
It's
You
everything.
can get your you can get your bachelor's, master's, and PhD
Oh, nice.
in your human potential. So,
I'm all about it. I love it, and
Yeah,
I'm
man.
I'm excited to see it scale out
oh
and
man, me too.
to meet some of the attendees or in the
Yes.
classes ahead and
Y-
graduate.
I have
I'm-
5
I'm a
students.
part- I'm here. I'm here. So if when we have people come to the island, for the ceremonial and whatnot, I want to be a part of it in some way, somehow.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
you got it. You got it, bro.
Awesome. Very cool.
Oh, and this is what I want to do real quick.
Sure.
Everyone that's watching right now, this interview, I'm giving them a stupid tuition scholarship for the sprinter course. It's the Be Me GED. So a GED, right? You know what that is in school, general
Good enough
education.
to
But GED and UBU, it stands for General Ego Deconstruction.
Nice.
So that's the first class, the first course someone will take. But I'm gonna give like everyone. I'll figure out how to do it. I'll go through the chat and get everyone's tag and just send you the email or whatever, and maybe you can disperse it out.
Okay.
But that's what I want to do, man. For sure.
Sounds good. Sounds great. Perfect. All right, let's go into the interview format here. First off, I want to say that Dr. Eman'on, Fearless Wanderer, Dr. Eman'on F. Wanderer is a behavioral specialist, a broadcaster, and a guide in self-mastery, helping exhausted professionals, leaders, and seekers to find clarity, emotional balance, and renewal through truth, accountability, and real-life transformation.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And we're going to get to know him a little bit here. So first question is, so tell us about yourself, your background. Who are you? Who is Eman'on?
Eman'on is becoming. I'm becoming Eman'on. I'm becoming the best version of myself at all times. But just to put it in practical sense, I'm an explorer. I'm an adventurer. I'm a free spirit. I feel like I'm just here to just what do I call it? I'm like a Walmart greeter. I'm here to say, man, look, there's this big world here. Where do you want to go? What do you want to look for? Oh, that's in this aisle here. Or that's in that aisle there. Because I kept running into people that were just saying, no, this is how you do it. This is how you live. Like, that doesn't resonate or feel good.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't understand that. And that started when I was 4 years old. So like between the ages of 4 and 6, I stopped sharing my true self because I kept getting rejected. I kept getting hurt. And this is a kid. This is me just really believing like I can be myself. I can tell someone I love them and they're gonna accept it.
Right.
But just growing up in Little Rock, Arkansas projects, around the community I grew up in, been in Stockton, California, just around gang activity all the time. Like there was no room for care and love. So at 4 or 5 years old, I was just like, I'm not sharing my heart no more. What I'm
Right.
gonna do is I'm going to wear a mask, and I'm gonna be what everyone needs me to be.
Yep.
Period.
Yeah.
And that's how I survived. And so that happened early on, and then just going through life and just going through my divorces. Like, I don't talk much about it, but it's in my film Daddy Diaries.
Yeah.
If you go on my website, I have that documentary on my life and how the separation from my son's mom happened and all that stuff. But I've had 3 divorces, you know, and 3 or 4. Let me see. No, yeah, 3. but what I want to say about that is that it has nothing to do with someone doing anything wrong. It has everything to do with like me checking within myself and saying, am I happy or not? And that's with any moment. Because
Yeah.
I really believe that if this is my life, I can be happy. And so it was just a journey of just like realizing, wow, not everyone's on the same page with me. Not everyone really has my best interest at heart. And if they do, they have a silly way of showing it.
Yeah. 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 We're definitely, I mean, we're 2 peas in a pod. The thing is, we are born in to this realm, this earth, and it could be pretty dark and pretty rough. And there's so many different, each one of us, there's so many of us that, we share a lot of similarities. We've lived a life that takes us through various challenges and struggles, and a lot of traumas per se, and that's because we're great. That's because we're really powerful, big souls, big, beautiful children of God. That's who we are, and we're so bright of a light that they wanted to dim us down, and and whatnot, and we couldn't fully express ourselves without being told, no, it's not safe, and you're wrong.
See, and that's the thing. I'm careful. I'm only careful about
Yeah.
saying. That's why I said, like, it's not that anyone did anything wrong.
Yeah, right.
Because if I take myself out of my shoes and put myself in the shoes of the person that's doing me wrong,
Yeah.
I might learn why. Maybe they had to, like, maybe they're protecting themselves.
Yeah.
Maybe they have to be a jerk just to protect their softness.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that's what I
And
feel.
it just led us to today. It led us. The most important thing is it led us to today, to who we are today. Like everything, the crucible, the path, our life led us to becoming who we are today in this moment, so that we can serve in the way that we're here to serve. The medicine that we gather through our journey of the various struggles and traumas, and so that's self-mastery. Yeah. So and by the way, Arkansas, Poetic Tears, you'll meet Poetic Tears on here.
Okay.
And
Oh, I love that
Block,
name.
and Mr. Block, her husband, they're in Arkansas. I don't know if it's Little Rock or where they're at exactly, but you'll meet them on here. Poetic Tears is
Right
an
on.
awesome. They're the one. She's the one that created the music for the Source channel here.
Okay. I love that.
This AI, like Suno is this AI thing. You can kind of put in all your own lyrics, and it'll pop out like a song. And she created so many songs for a lot of our different channels. She's created tons of songs for all of us.
I would love a song.
Yeah, one day, yeah. So let's see here. So yeah, growing up, Eman'on, and to today, to this adult moment, living in Maui, and working and providing, and what about, and now you're coming to this YouTube channel here. So tell us about, so it says here that your channel was created in 2025, but really I see you really putting in the energy right now to it. You got 280 or more subscribers now. You got almost about 60 videos, about 10,000 views. So what has your YouTube journey been like? And just tell us about like what is going on your channel for people to know.
So, oh wow. So I have like maybe 6 channels.
Oh, wow.
And
Really?
they're all different ones. Like I have one dedicated to Men Hill, which is my 501c3 for men's mental health and things like that. I have the Daddy Diaries channel, and these are not all like, I haven't put energy into them. You know what I mean? I had to set them up so that I can come back later, because I wanted to compartmentalize my journey, because there's so much there. You know what I mean? I have an idea to have an athletic channel, but my point is it's been a journey of discovery. You know, like when YouTube came out and I started seeing people like making money from it, I was like, yeah, that's cool, man. I can finally do what I love to do, which is run my mouth and talk and just, you know, be an inspiration and get paid for it, potentially. And so I thought that was gonna happen quick, but it didn't. And so I learned how to like learn the business of it, learn how to, and I'm a nerd anyway when it comes to tech and video stuff. So I studied, I learned, I consumed so much, and I just kept trying stuff, man. So it's been a heck of a journey. I walked away from it for a little bit and was like, yeah, it's been a journey, man.
Yeah, for
This
sure.
one, this one right now is I'm excited about, because it all makes sense to me now. I know I can have it all in this channel, but be focused still.
That's exactly it. Yeah, if we can kind of be ourselves and the various elements of how we show up, and like also live our life, because we have to be grounded and live our life and have this YouTube side hustle channel thing building out on the side until the scale flips. And all of a sudden, that's taking care of everything, and we can just let go of everything over here, and you know, just be yourself and be taken care of financially through the streams of income that come through the YouTube and whatnot, and everything we roll out. So let's see, and then you've got your website, emanonwanderer.com as well, in which you say on the website, you're helping exhausted professionals, leaders, and seekers build clarity, emotional balance, and true self-mastery through guided mentorship, radical accountability, and real-life transformation.
Quite the expression there.
That's right. That's right.
That's just my way of saying I really want to be a helpmeet or a supporter, whatever. I want to be your guy, whatever I can do to support you.
Right.
I always tell people, I want nothing from you. I want everything for you.
Right.
And it's so awkward for people to really understand that somebody really wants to support them. Like, I really love them. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I love you. I have $5. You need $5 here. Bye. You know, but but we're conditioned to not trust. And it's not about not trusting the other person. It's about trusting yourself. So I had to learn, like, you know what? I can live an amazing life if I just trust the guidance within me. If I trust myself, I could be in any situation and still remain integral because I trust myself. I know me. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what's around me. So, but that's been a process of learning how to really just trust. Like, hey, bro, you don't like the taste of that food. That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to make myself like something because everyone else wants me to. And that's such a hard challenge for me, you know, because I want it to fit in. I want to be accepted. I want people to love themselves and love me. But hey, if you don't want to, I can't force you.
Right. I look at what you just said. Like, I can relate that to like when I told you I have a YouTube channel, and then I told you that we have this community supporting small content creators to become a content creator and get monetized and live your best life. And there's a whole bunch of us over here doing this thing. And then you get excited about it, and then you start looking at your channel and trying to figure it out. And then we set up this interview, and then all of a sudden you're over there on your channel, like getting everything fine-tuned and presentable. And
all this week, by the way.
I didn't do. I mean, I was watching your content and commenting, reflecting back to you things. And then, so I didn't cause you to do all of that, to get it all set up and presentable and ready and go full launch and full go. I was just held space by all I was got to do
There
is
you
tell
go.
you about a YouTube channel and then say, yeah, you could be featured on it. And then it'd be a mirror to you for these past couple of weeks. While, so now it's like full go now. So
Yeah,
I'm
man.
essentially one of the practitioners for UBU.
You are, and honestly, what you said is so truthful because I've been waiting for others.
Yes.
Right?
There you go.
It's just I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm like,
It's
man,
gotta
it ain't
be all
gotta
of
be
us.
so sad. It ain't gotta be depressed. Life can be good. And then I run into Smiley, and I'm like, okay, there's another one. But I don't think you were doing like all the YouTube stuff back then. And so I was like, I want like I want a vibe like that. Creative.
Yeah.
I want a creative vibe. And then you came a few weeks ago and told me about that. I was like, fine, let's do
It's
it.
time. Yeah, let's just go. I was all Mankind Project Men's Group for a while
Yeah,
there, and then
yeah.
literally YouTube. I brought YouTube into the Mankind Project over there, and then gradually I just went out and did it. I said, okay, I'm done over here, now I'm over here doing this. So,
Beautiful.
but yeah, and you talk about, so you've done 20 years. You worked in with children
With disabilities.
So what was your role in that? Behavioral specialist. And there's a burnout epidemic. A lot of people are coming to this place where they need what you're talking about. So what's going on with all that?
Well, let me talk about the burnout first.
Okay.
And that happened because in my own experience and knowing that I got to do what I got to do to make a living, get a job and all that stuff. But what I realized is that I'm uninspired. And I was like, this is crazy because I'm doing great work. I'm working with kiddos. I say they have special abilities,
Right.
not disabilities. So they have a special ability. And so I'm like, why am I not encouraged and inspired? And I'm serving. This is what I love to do, is serve. And I realized I was just burned out because I was hitting the ceiling of companies that were only about the bottom line and not about the behaviors of these beautiful human beings.
Yep.
And so that's been my change. And I was just like, wow, what if there's a more amazing practitioners out there that aren't, and in this field, by the way, it's a huge turnover.
Yeah.
There's a huge turnover in service practitioners. And there's a reason for that, because you're underpaid. You're not seen, you're not heard, you're literally there to give. And so there's a disconnect with like, well, this is my job, but it's also doing a great service. But I'm not making enough to get to work. So how do I? So it became this whole thing, and I said, God, how do I don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so since I didn't know what to do, I knew others probably didn't know what to do. So that's my whole process is like, if there's a problem presented to me, it's because it's probably in someone else's world too. So let me do the best I can to fix it for myself, and then just say, hey, this is what I did.
Yep.
You know,
Exactly. That's what it's
But
about.
yeah, that started when I was my first job was an adaptive PE teacher at my old alma mater in Weed, California, at College of the Siskiyous. Are you familiar with that area?
Yeah, I went through there. That's near Shasta, so I went up there and
Shasta,
around
yep,
that area.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I went into a cave. It might have been in Weed. You go into the cave, and I went all the way to the end of the cave. Do you know about this cave?
Hell
It's
no,
in
I don't know
Weed.
about no cave.
I know it was, and it was. I knew, because there's some beliefs around like Shasta. There's like portals into the inner earth and things like that.
Yeah.
So I definitely was there, and it was a self journey, and I had my phone, and I went all the way down, like probably a mile deep into a cave.
Wow.
It was a spiritual journey for sure.
Better man than me, brother.
It was in Weed. It was in Weed too.
But when I was in I was an adaptive PE teacher, and the time that this is when I knew this is what I wanted to do. I was coaching football at the time. I had just came from overseas, so this was around 2005, and I was just coming from overseas, still in football mode. And my coach was like, "Hey, come coach with us up in Weed." And I was like, "Yeah, I need a job." went
Yeah.
up there and got a job as a adaptive PE teacher just for on the side. And I remember one day in class, there was this kiddo, he was wrestling his invisible friend in front of like the court, and everyone's looking. And I just had an idea. I was like, I'm gonna go join him. I ran
Nice.
over there full speed and
Yeah.
dove on top of the invisible man.
Yeah.
And so he just looked back like, and he just started attacking me, like, you know, like wrestling me. And so it was this moment of like, wow, he's actually teaming up with the invisible guy to take me out. I was like, this is so fun. So that's when I knew, like, wow, I could probably be creative and helping kiddos and individuals with special abilities feel seen and just feel okay. You know what I mean? Because everyone else was laughing and like, whoa, what is he doing? And I'm just like, oh, that looks fun.
Yeah. Right.
So I worked with autism. I worked with autism's been my biggest client, clientele, but
Yes.
all special abilities. Yeah.
Awesome. And I've been watching a lot of your content, preparing for this interview and everything. So I encourage everyone to visit Eman'on's channel. And the user handle is on the bottom of the screen at doc.mwanderer. Yeah, so that's the user handle. You can search by that at doc.mwanderer or search by his name, Eman'on, the full name, Eman'on Wanderer there. That's how I found his channel. Daddy's Diaries content shows up right there, and I click on that and go to his channel and everything. But yeah, on his channel, he's got everything from his podcast, his show, radio show here in Maui, public access broadcasting on Kaku 88.5. There's got all the episodes on there, so you all check that out. He does topics, some of the topics that he's covered on there. About doing an audit on yourself and your life,
self-audit
to see what adjustments you can make. He talks about your old life coming to an end and that starting a new life and creating a new life. He talks about embracing the world and loving others, and storytelling. Telling your story is valuable. Talks about disciplining yourself on a new path. That's great. Graduation from your old life to start a new life, to begin again. Working on yourself, being gentle with yourself yet firm. Talks about what it means to be human. Talks about how to navigate life with patience. Things happening to you versus happening through you. That's a big shift, it sounds like. Deb actually said that this past week. Deb said that exact thing. It's like things are happening through me now. Deb's here in the chat. She said that. It came through her. So
nice.
You talk about breaking free from society's BS. That was the talk about the BS, degrees and whatnot.
And in that sense, the BS stands for belief system.
Belief system, right? That's right. And then you got content on your channel on the beach here in Maui. You've got choosing to go after your dream. You've got the world, how the world and society is in competition, and they're all about the accolades and the race that society's in. And you don't need anything when you go within. That's the key, is to go within.
And I'm not angry at it, by the way. I'm saying it's that's the path we've been given. I was conditioned to live this way. And I just found another way. I'm like, okay, if I can choose. That's all.
And I like the speech you did in the church there. If you're into it, the intuition. If you're into it, God will be into it. INT, intuition, into it.
And like intuit. Intuition.
Yeah, if you're into it, God will be into it. Will be in your life. I love that. And you've got you received a message via God about that. It's key to now focus on the fathers, the men, and the dads, because you actually had a moment where you were like, where's the resources, where's help for me? I'm a man, but I'm supposed to be strong, but you know, I could use assistance here. So now you're
Yep.
seeking to provide those resources and provide that help now to others. That's awesome. Um, so I'm just reviewing through my notes of all the different subjects. Y'all got to check out his content. You know, we got to get more views over there, and leave a comment on all of his content so that he can come over to your content and visit and check you out and network into our community more. Eman'on, Timmy wants to know, what kind of sports do you like? And his
What kind of
girlfriend
sports do I
Lisa,
like?
his girlfriend Lisa says you look like Michael Jordan.
Oh, thank you. Oh man, I like all sports, man. I don't watch sports. It's funny. I played
I
football
used
from
to.
age 7 to like 22, and did all that with football. Got a full scholarship, Division 1 college, and I never liked football. It's I don't even like it. I didn't
This
like
is
playing
cool.
it. The only reason I kept doing it. Oh my gosh, can I tell the story real quick? It'll be quick.
Expectation. What
I
society
just,
wants.
I
Yeah, go
just,
ahead.
yeah. I started playing because my friends were playing, and
Okay.
I couldn't hang out with nobody because they were at practice.
Right.
So I'm like, if I want to kick it with them, I gotta go play football,
Wow.
and that's what I did, and stuck with it.
Yep, it's crazy. And yeah, he's got content on his channel, Daddy Diaries, which is a regular feature you're doing. And you'll also be doing regular live streams now, so that's exciting. Yeah, like just recently, you did live streaming. You were just changing the brakes on your vehicle, you know?
Yeah.
And reflecting to people, hey, I never learned this growing up, like, you know, but this is me. I'm a human. I'm alive. I got to get to work. So I bought these brakes, and I'm gonna just do it myself. So that's the realness, the authenticity people look for on here. So I love it. So we're at an hour and 46 minutes. So we're gonna squeeze in a rapid fire and then some questions and comments from the audience. But so far, quick question. I like to ask, what's your dream life? Like, what is your dream life? What does that look like?
I don't have one no more. I'm now becoming a new dream. Like, this is my dream life.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, I'm here now. Like, I'm in this moment, doing this with you. This is my my Oprah interview, because I only want to feel connected. I want to feel connected with the host.
Yeah.
And I was just so grateful that you asked me to do this, man. So I'm looking at this as this is my greatest moment right now. Because I know you, I trust you, I love you, and I want everyone to know that, bro. Like, they only know you here. Like, nah, man, this is a real dude.
Oh, thank you.
Like, you have a heart. Like, I'm serious. And we'll talk more offline, but I've been wanting to tell you this for a long time. Like, bro, you are an inspiration to me. Seeing you carry them veggies and produce. And anyway, I don't even want to go into it, but I'm just honored, bro.
I love it. Thank you so much. You too, brother. It's been really awesome to get to know you, and we're just getting started. So
just getting started.
We might have our own collab. You know, just start here, and you know, got a similar vibe, similar consciousness, and all that. And we could be meeting at the beach as much as you want and talk story and share, you know, whatever.
Well, I guess that's my dream life then.
Yeah, exactly.
To have more of those moments.
Yes.
With you know, with you, of course, but with others.
You bring your instrument. I need to learn how to play this thing. I'll bring it. We'll jam out. And
I got you.
Yes. So yeah, you know, I had all these questions that I've emailed you a whole bunch of cool questions. Feel free to use all those questions for your own content creation process.
That's a good idea.
It's really cool. It's really cool, like, to have a whole bunch of cool questions you can play with and create content with. Because we don't always have enough time to go into all these questions. So they're there for you.
I just got a great idea.
Yeah. All right, let's
I'm going to do a segment
here.
called Questions from the Source.
There you go. Booyah. Booyah. All right, so let's do a quick rapid fire round, and then we can get into some questions and comments from the audience. And then we'll raid. Then we're going to raid an awesome content creator after that. And welcome in LGGG Love. I see you in the chat. Welcome in. Welcome. ASMR Autumn's been with us the whole time. Deborah L, my partner there, over in her cozy hospital bed, is watching us. Timmy does everything's been with us the whole time as well. So yeah, thanks everybody for being here. Awesome. Okay. All right. So you got to okay.
Michael Jordan? Really?
Michael
I've never
Jordan.
heard
Well, I
that.
don't know which Michael Jordan they're saying.
That's what I
'cause
mean.
it could
Is
be-
that
it
the
could
one
be
that won the
actor.
Oscar?
Could be the
Yeah,
actor
maybe.
one, maybe too. You got that look too, I think. But
Is that your way of saying all black guys look alike?
see, if I said it, I get into trouble. See,
I
I
know
get into
you-
trouble. My let's go on a quick thing. I get in trouble because I have a white face. I get in trouble for things I say and such. But I grew up in a community. My high school was 75% black. So this is my greatest joy that so many of our fellow content creators are black, because then I could just be myself. And just
Mine too. In my high school, 80% was white.
But I get called out too. Oh, the opposite. That's crazy. See, that's
Yeah.
the perfection in
Complete
God.
opposite.
That's the perfection. That's the perfection
There
in
it
God
is.
right there. It is perfection. All right. So continuation here. Okay. So rapid fire is a quick round, get to know you round. I'll say something, you say first thing that comes to mind, and we just rapid fire through it. It's fun. It's light. So, all right. So
No
Dr.
explanation. Just say it.
Yeah, you don't even
Okay.
need an explanation.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Dr. Eman'on F. Wanderer, Self Mastery. The channel is.
What you've been looking for.
Okay. You, the Eman'on, the person, are.
Becoming the best version of myself in every moment.
Perfect. Your subscribers of your channel are.
Wonderful.
Yeah. What's one word that describes you?
Love.
Aw. What's one thing that makes you happy?
Love.
Perfect. loves everything.
Sorry.
Cats or dogs? Are you cats or dogs?
Wow. I guess that's my answer. Because I've always been a dog guy. But we just had Luana, and that was my first cat. And
Sweet.
so I just got to say wow, because I love both.
You love both. You can have it.
So
You can
wow.
have it.
All right,
Perfect.
I'm going to take both.
All right. Coffee or tea? Coffee or tea?
Coffee, man.
How you like your
Come
coffee?
on, brother.
Okay, there it is. Black?
I like I like it black with a lot of cream.
Okay, there you go. There you go. There
Fresh
you go.
vanilla cream.
There you go.
Yep.
Perfect. Sounds yummy. All right. I got a whole bunch of cans of you probably sell it at your work. The Vitality Hapa or something
What?
coffee, the Colombian coffees. I
Oh,
got
in the cans?
cans. I got like 20
Okay.
of them. So if you want some,
I'll take
it's all
them.
you.
Yeah, I'll take some.
Because their process, it doesn't always come out perfect in the can for the nitrogen or whatever.
Okay.
So I got a whole case of them. So
Shoots.
yeah, hook you up.
Yeah.
I'll hook you up with some. I'll bring them on my delivery routes.
There you go.
All right. But it would look weird because you sell them too, so I was a little unsure about that part.
Those are the
figure it out.
nitro ones, right?
Yeah, the nitro.
nitro.
I have those
Yeah.
Colombian nitro. Yep,
Okay.
that's what I have.
Yep.
All right. All right. Next one is a favorite food of yours.
Pizza.
Pizza. Nice.
Not
How
even
you
a
like
question.
pineapple on the pizza or what?
I'm a supreme veggie lover guy.
Okay.
So load up the veggies, especially the olives and the green peppers,
Yeah.
and the onions and the tomatoes. I mean all the veggies.
Yes. Oh yeah. What about like a favorite drink of yours?
Chocolate milk is my favorite drink. Yeah.
How about like a dessert or ice cream flavor or something?
Oh, cookies and cream is my favorite ice cream flavor.
Oh yeah, so good.
Yeah.
So good. There's a theme here. There's a lot of chocolate with some vanilla, or a lot of chocolate, a lot of vanilla with some chocolate.
It's the best combination, bro.
That should be your story, your book, your documentary, cookies and cream or something like that.
Hey!
Or maybe we'll be rolling out our own products and you'll have your line of.
There it is. I
Yeah.
love it.
Coffee with a little cream, a little cookies and cream ice cream, a whole product
Yes,
line.
sir. Yeah,
All
man.
right. Shoot, or maybe that's our podcast that we're doing
Like
together.
Welcome to Cookies and Cream, ladies.
Vanilla coffee with vanilla cream.
right.
Oh Lord. Okay. What about like traveling wise? A favorite city you've traveled to in the world?
Oh my damn. Favorite city. I mean Los Angeles,
Yeah.
because I lived there, and that's probably my favorite city, Los Angeles.
I loved
Yes.
it. I loved LA. Yep. What about
loved
like
LA.
a country in the world you'd love to visit?
Oh well, I mean, I'm gonna visit Finland in June. So,
Okay. Wow.
because my wife is Finnish. So,
Okay. I didn't know.
but I lived in Austria, and
Wow.
so anything overseas, bro, it's just a
amazing.
completely different
It is.
thing. You know what I mean? But I ran into the same characters here in the States. Does that
Right.
make sense?
Sure,
Like they're
sure.
from there, but they're still kind of like same type of personalities. So,
Yeah.
but I love the
exactly.
countryside. Yeah.
Yep. Now that we are who we are, we will meet who we are. You know,
Ooh.
wherever we are. Yep. Boom.
Now
All
that
right.
we are who we are, we will meet who we are, bro. You are
Yep.
you are genius.
Yeah. Because it's a new world. Whatever. There's a energy field around us, and it precedes us. So wherever we go, there will be us. You know, there we will be. You know. So.
Interesting.
All right. All right. Quick cultural. Any favorite music, any favorite TV shows, movies, anything like that, off the top of your head?
Hey man, I'm Gen X all the way, bro. So
Yeah.
anything that was made in the 80s, you're gonna catch me. I'm so nostalgic. I'm a nostalgic nerd.
Yeah.
My favorite movie of all time is It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
And so
I would
for
see.
those of you who don't
I go A Christmas Story in that genre. I go A Christmas
Okay.
Story. That's my style. Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like it's not just a genre. It's like that's my movie.
Yeah.
Favorite
Wow.
movie. But a close, like my favorite series and my favorite movies are the Rocky series.
Oh,
Rocky
okay.
Balboa.
Rocky. Oh,
So
Timmy
those
loves
are-
Rocky.
If you want to know me, those movies, that's me.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I like it. Cool. All right. Let's see if we could get any questions, comments. We're coming up on 2 hours. I mean, if we go a tad over,
Already?
But what we'll do here is I'm going to drop the link in the chat. If there's anyone that has any questions or comments for Eman'on, F. Wander, or if you would like to come up on the stage, if it's someone we've gotten to know and we trust, we'll bring you up for a few minutes. I'm going to start getting ready to do a raid. So I'm going to be looking to see who's live right now to see who we can raid over to. But I just want to say, I'm going to say a few words here. So Dr. Eman'on, Fearless Wander, thank you for sharing your wisdom, your heart, and your journey. Your truth, discipline, and devotion to healing men and humanity elevate this space. And we are grateful for you. I want to say that. And now I'm going to give you the stage to talk about any of the subjects that are on your heart. Welcome in Jonas Sales. So you've got the stage. I'm going to be setting up the raid in the background. Andy Mon TV, hey. So go ahead and take it away and share what's on your heart.
Yeah, man. I just want to again thank you all for attending this session, because it's interesting. You probably don't know me, never seen me from Adam, but you came here and you're watching and you're engaging, and that's honorable. That says a lot about the host and what he's created, and it says a lot about you and what you do with your time. Because I know I'm not a time waster. I always say I am good soil. So if anyone sows any seeds into my life, whether it's attention or finance, whatever it is you sow into my life, trust you're gonna receive in abundance, because this is good soil. I know this soil. And that's what I want to share. I think you're good soil as well.
Thank you.
And good soil, yeah, not just the host,
Right.
You guys too that's watching. Like, I really do believe everyone, there is good in everyone. Like, there's love in everyone. And I look at it as energy. There's no such thing as a lesser energy or a more powerful energy. It's just whatever modality, whatever form it's traveling in, that's what's gonna either diminish it or enlarge it. Case in point, I can put a plug into my outlet in the wall right now,
Yeah.
and it can power this whole house.
Right.
But the circuit, the form that it's in, is this big. The little outlet.
Yeah.
So what if I was to judge the outlet's power and ability based on what it looked like? I wouldn't be able to do it. So when I look at you and people, when I engage, I don't just trust what I'm seeing. I know there's more to it. We're icebergs.
Yeah.
There's 90% of stuff that you have that I'm not seeing, the world's not seeing. I'm only seeing the 10% that you're showing me. And I believe that the more you know me, the more we engage, the more we can receive that water line, and more will be emerged. So since I have the stage, that's what I say, man. It's like I really want you guys to know that if you see me out in the world or even online, I'm okay being myself. I'm okay either being celebrated or crucified. Like, because I know that it's not you. There's something. It's just not the person. I don't take it personally. And I don't want you to take it personally. And that's part of self mastery. What I've learned about myself is that when I feel hurt, when I feel I say activated, I don't say triggered anymore. But when I get activated by someone's behavior, that's a sign for me to study what's happening in me. That's not a sign for me to dominate or overpower you or to tell you how it is and teach you. Nah, it's like thank you for showing me. And I can decide whether to continue this behavior or shift. And that's what I believe in. Change behavior. And that's why I use all the skills that I've learned from being a practitioner in the healthcare field, and just learning how to just help kiddos change the behavior, change the direction. Not about changing them, but just changing how they approach things. And that's what I do in my work. I've learned that. It's just like, let's see how you do these things. Don't do it how I say it. Don't do it how you've been conditioned. But how would you do it differently? So, I mean, I could keep rambling. Don't give me the mic and the stage, bro.
Oh, you got it. You got the stage. I wanted to say, yeah. So people that are live right now, Candy K All Day is live.
Right on.
Fishy Things is live. Eclipsed Obscurity, Alaskan Wild Adventure, Simple Family Lifestyle. A bunch of channels. I think we're overdue to visit Candy K All Day. And the way she receives us energetically is an experience, welcoming. She knows how to be a host, and she will set up a nice meal for us, and we'll be cozy, and we'll know where the bathrooms are. Some of our people that we tend to be like, we raid the fridge and stuff, like, so let's be on our best behavior when we raid Candy K over there. But no, we have fun.
I'm trying to see what you got up in these cabinets, girl.
So yeah, Candy K is awesome. I'm setting that up still in the background. So if you go ahead and keep sharing, just any subjects you want to share is great.
And so again, let me just real quick talk a little bit about the Be Me GED, because that's the first course that I have available right now for UBU. And also, let me put the disclaimer on there. UBU is modeled after traditional academia. So don't think you're going to get your bachelor's in UBU and be able to transfer it over to Harvard or Solano State or something. It's like, no, this is just for you. I mean, that's my goal.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, we'll just see.
That is my dream.
Yeah.
To actually have credible
Yeah.
a credible degree
It
that you
builds
can show
out,
to the
right?
world and say, I studied me for this amount of time.
Right.
So when you're hiring me, this is what you get. Like, it's, I don't know why
That's
anyone else haven't thought
more
about that.
powerful. It's more powerful. So imagine that, like universities begin to adopt your program, you know, like and it just translates between all the universities, and then employers in the world see it and they're like, oh, we've got a self-actualized. Say they've actually been to the
It's the
depths
first
of
of its
their.
kind. I researched it. It's the first of its kind.
So it's like, what if you need to get the you becoming you GED, go through the different, you know, accreditation levels and such to then even be able to get into a university or to be able to even get into a job. It's like, wait, you haven't done spiritual work? Then
Yes.
wait,
Oh,
start there.
man. Yes.
Start there. Like,
Yes.
oh, you're a young kid? Start early. You ready to do this
That's-
at 5, 10, 15? Jump in and get ahead of the curve. Some people didn't start until their 40s. So, you know, if you're ready spiritually, you know, and you're ready to go deep and do the processes, and you could be ahead, you know, whatever. You know, who knows?
And I'm so glad you said that, man, because it's a version of it out there in every company and in every school, which is called a life skills class.
Yes.
But if you think about it, what do you learn in the life skills class in such a short amount of time? And so what I've done is taken that little bit of content and that life skills idea and said, no, let me actually expand this. Because I'm 47, but I once was 4. And I've never learned the things that I'm practicing in life as far as on this spiritual path and self-mastery journey. I'm like, why didn't I learn this when I was actually getting my GED and my high school diploma? Like, it was about STEM. You know what I mean? It was about like learning technology, English, math, all that stuff. So or engineering, I should say. But I'm all about it, man. I'm here for it. Yeah. I
My
want people to
favorite-
really know themselves.
My favorite 2 experiences through school, at the higher levels of schooling. One was when I was a junior, senior in high school, and we did have this sort of class where we did all of the different assessment tests to figure out who we are. You know, but then it was really about matching us with colleges or matching us with career tracks. What major do we want? But that was like that class where we did all the different assessment tests and, you know, learning about our personality types and all those sorts of things was one of my favorite classes. And then around that same timing, I went on a leadership. It was like an excursion. Like we all as a class, we went and we camped out in these lodges out in the winter in Ohio, and we stayed in the cabins, and we would go to the main building and have meals, and then they would have presentations. So it was a leadership academy type of a thing where they would brought high-level leaders from the greater Ohio area through, and they taught us leadership and all the communication and all those different skills. And it was a weekend immersion, and you know, to stay in those cabins and then to, you know, eat meals together and then to learn from and then there was all these different. We go into the woods and we did like a capture the flag. So you have to learn like how do you work with each other, because you can't get to the flag without your teammates.
Right.
So then it's like you have to learn all those skills, communication, and then there's the teammate that I can't go any longer. I can't make it. And then you're like within yourself, you're like, what do I do? Do I just go finish this thing myself? Or do I hang back with this? They're not going to make it further. How do you, there's all these real world decisions you got to make. So we had all these different like exercises, games where we had to figure out, you know, strategy and how to like, you know, it was awesome experience.
Wow.
So.
How old were you when you took that?
That was probably my senior year. Those are my last couple things in high school was that class
Junior,
and then
senior,
that leadership. And then I got a mentor. After it, you get to pick a mentor from a local business. And I ended up having a mentor, which was like a CEO of a printing company, copy printing and all that, like technology company. So I got to go and meet with that CEO regularly, and there was a mentorship, and I got to learn from them. And so that was key. Those were great elements in the end of your high schooling. You know, you want more of that sort of thing to really prepare you for the next level. And then more of that in the college too, to prepare you for the next level, or just get rid of the whole college system and just do the self-actualization and then figure out what you want to do in life, and then begin to get a mentor and apprenticeship, and then just go into that track and be that professional. And like, you know, we could throw away a whole college system if we really wanted to, but
I'm so glad you said that. And last two things I want to share based on that, just to piggyback, is that what I really, my heart for UBU, what it really is for people generally to learn how to hold space for themselves. Just to really have the patience, have the heart, have the compassion for the version of yourself that was becoming the version of you now. So that's the first thing, is holding space for yourself. And the second is for those who are practitioners in the healthcare field that wants to work with individuals with special abilities, or just in a service community. It's to learn how to hold space for your clients and for those you are serving. So that's really that's why self-mastery is important. It's to help me really have the compassion for myself and for others. And it's a skill. It really is a skill.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, you ready to raid?
Let's raid.
Okay. So how this works is I'm gonna play a raid video song thing. Poetic Tears made the song. It's really fun, and I put a little video to it. And we'll land. Everybody who's in here will land in Candy K All Day's live stream. Hope she's still live. And then what we do is just our own commitment to like hang out there a minimum of 5 minutes, to love up the host, connect with the community, and enjoy what they do for those 5 minutes. And that's what we do at the end of every live stream. So here we go. So thank you so much, Dr. Eman'on. We'll keep this thing going.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you. And here we go. So here's the raid video and song, and then we're all going to land there. Automatically, it'll take you into her live stream, but it might have a little button on the screen that says click here to get there.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Welcome aboard Source Airlines, taking off tonight. Fasten your seatbelts, yeah, the vibe is right. Flying high with the fam, yeah, we feeling so free. From the chat to the skies, it's a Source 479 spree. Windows down, good vibes, only on this flight. Drop a like, say hey, let the love take flight. From the runway to the clouds, yeah, we rising again. A Source Airlines, where the fun never ends. White Captain Source on the mic, yeah, we clear for the sky. Destination, good vibes, yeah, we aiming real high. So subscribe, come ride, yeah, the fam's on the plane. It's Source Airlines taking off, let's go!
Gang! Oh, you got the lighter out. Awesome.
Like a concert. It was a concert.
Oh, it's beautiful. All right, y'all. We're about to land at Candy K All Day. Blessings, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for our support spinwheel gathering and celebration as well. Aloha. Salute. Take care. See you over there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We are family. I got all my supporters with me. Hey! We are family. Come on over to the source and see. Hey! We are family. I got all my supporters with me. Hey! We are family. Forever the source, that's you.